Pretty soon, I'll be doing a collab with Stellar Chess. We'll do some friendly blitz games, some analysis. So Stellar Chess is a national master. I think his rating is over 2,700 blitz on chess.com. Oh, he's actually in the Zoom call. Okay, let me admit him.
Okay, here we go.
Sweet.
Before we start, one more thing. My mom wants to say hi. Is it okay with you?
Oh, that's totally fine. Yeah, if it's okay with her. Yeah.
Yeah. She just want to say hi. Hold on a second. Bring her. I think I'm all set, ready to go, but it's just gonna bring her.
Sounds
Hold
good.
on. Just 1 second. All right.
Hello.
Do you see her?
Hi, Eric.
How are you
How are
doing?
you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So nice to meet you virtually.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my son.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward
Thank
to our
you very,
collab. Thanks
very
for your
much.
message as well.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's a pleasure. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Thank
Eric.
you.
All right.
Bye-bye. Good
Okay.
luck.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks so
Good
much.
luck.
All right. All right. Can you get the door?
Yeah, I will get
If you're okay, if something
Yeah.
happens, all right. Okay.
I'm okay after I saw him.
All right.
He's very sweet. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
sure thing.
opportunity, of course. It's nice for you to do this. So it's very nice from, it's mom request. It's also my request to get with you. So obviously, it's a dream came true, folks. So I'm ready when you are. I'm ready when
Okay.
you are.
All right, sweet. I'm just realizing I should add you as a friend on chess.com.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Good luck. Okay. I've making sure I can't hear him. So here we go. We have a ready. I did no preparation for these games. So I actually don't know his repertoire. I think the rating I was seeing earlier is 2,700 bullet that he has. Okay, this should be a good match. Playing a reverse Torre. He knows what he's doing. Probably. I'll play h5. There's an idea to attack. Well, if takes, there's knight takes. I think I can still go for it. Then knight e4. Okay. This is some home-cooked preparation. G4. And then G3. I don't think I prepared this exact position, but there's a lot of similar positions. Usually white has C4 included. And the whole idea is to open the G file. And yeah, H4 I have G3. And now white's in somewhat of a pickle. If takes, I think I just take back with bishop. And then, I mean, the goal is to eventually checkmate. Oh, that's a move though. Wait, if I play this? Wait, knight G4. Knight G4, knight F3, I take, bishop takes, takes. That looks pretty good. No mercy. Again, if you're just tuning in, my opponent is offering his thoughts on twitch.tv/stellarchess. Probably not the most pleasant situation to be in for white. Question is, do I take the rook or take the pawn? I'd rather take the pawn. Now I'm setting up discoveries like knight takes g2. I think there's bishop d3, which might muddy the waters. If I take the rook, then it gets messy. Okay, queen d3. It still takes work. I just want to tuck my king away. And probably go for some rook lift. Okay. Let's force a queen trade. I'm gonna try and be safe and solid. .95 is coming. Always play f6. Okay, GG. Yeah, maybe after like a few games and we can analyze. But that game I think was decided mostly by the opening idea. Okay, here we have a modern.
Stellacious seems like an absolutely lovely individual. Destroy him. Grind his bones to dust.
Yeah,
In
trying to show
Rosen,
no mercy. I think you get on the bar. So I'm playing what I'm pretty sure I watched in a chess mood video. G4. I also spent some time, like a few months ago, preparing for Hikaru, because Hikaru likes to play this like G6, C6. And he has a bad score specifically against this line. But this is slightly different territory. There's a cool idea that if e6, I think I can play h4, h5, and then just sack the g-pawn. Bishop e3. Bishop e3, I hang b2. And knight c5 makes sense. Okay, there's a funny line. Takes, 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 rook b1, queen a3, knight d5. Queen takes d3, knight takes e7. But then there's king f7. And maybe it's not so funny. Takes on b2 without taking on d3. I also have rook b... Oh, wait, no, I don't. So we might include this. He does. Yeah, my funny line doesn't work. Whoa, it's Botez live with a massive raid. Hello, hello. If you're just joining, I'm playing some Blitz against a fellow streamer. I want to go for this move, but it doesn't work. I think that was Alex, right? I was lurking earlier, a little bit. Yeah, I hope it was a good stream. I started the stream less than, what, 15 minutes ago, so I think. No, less than 20 minutes ago. I'm still kind of warming up. Might be 5. I don't think I have anything here. Do I have F5? I have no time. I'm down a minute. We're playing 3-0 Blitz, no increment. Try and stay focused. Thank you, Ulan, gifting to Botez Live. It's still playable. I'm down a pawn. I have a pawn dorm potentially. I'll start migrating my pieces to the king side. This might hurt me. But c5, I take on d5. And time is gradually leveling out. Thank you, just
Less than
inconclusive.
3.
Happy 1 year. Hmm. Okay. The storm is storming. So the goal is to get a battery on H file. And then checkmate on H7. I'm still down on time, but I still like the position. If king f7, I'll play f5. And then try and get the fork. I want to get the knight here. The king's going to run this way. But then I go into h7. I didn't really want to trade queens, but what to do? Uh-oh. Ah, GG. Free moves weren't quick enough. Okay, we're 1-1. Should I play a
Thank you
Stafford
for
Gambit?
all of the chess over the era.
Oh, thank you, FB3 the third. Not quite a Stafford. Let's play this. Okay, we have a symmetrical Italian. I think that was a mouse slip, right? It was probably a mouse slip. But no mercy. I can't really punish it. I can just try and play positionally. Or is it a deep novelty? Yeah, white would like the rook on f1 already. I think I'm okay with like the trades. I mean, I want to open the center with the king still here. Attempted bong cloud. Oh yeah, I should have played king f8. That was probably the more courteous thing to do. So I hit e3. Welcome back,
Wahoo.
Mr. Patu. I have not hit 2900 yet. My peak was 2896. We're playing unrated games, so my opponent can't farm me. But maybe later I'll play some rated games. Thank you, Davidius. Davidius Farinius. 100 bits. I appreciate that. Okay, so we have an imbalanced position. Bishop versus knight. Got some interesting pawns on the king side. Do I trade off my bishop? White takes towards the center. I'm going to play this. It does feel a little bit weakening, but generally when you have just one bishop, then you want your pawns on different color squares to the bishop. I'm just realizing this is a threat. If rook a6, I might have to repeat. But if rook a1, then I can take and play a5. And the game goes on. Thank you, Gary, gifting a sub. Okay, do I go completely crazy? Let's do it. I'm sacking a pawn in the endgame. The endgame gambit for rook activity. Okay, I have this move. Which looks good. Because now if takes, I play f2. Rook a1? Ooh, I didn't see that. There's takes with check. I think this is okay though. I'm temporarily down a pawn, but I'm winning at least 2, if not 3 pawns, if not queening. Oh, this might fizzle. I have g4. A crazy endgame here. Not a win? Oh, shizzle my fizzle. I don't think there's a win. I have to take a draw? No, that was a mouse slip. Oh, no. Wait, I might be winning now. Accidental mouse slip for the win. White had rook takes pawn. Okay, no mercy. I meant to just repeat. Okay, that was a slightly messy finish. I'll play e4 this game. Let's play a Scotch. Oh. Stafford Gambit time? No. Petrov. I don't know theory here. I mean, I have some vague memories of like Carlsen Caruana. H4, bishop g5. I think h4 is a little bit too early. Okay, do we trade and... Is there any way to sacrifice bishop g5? I'm going to sack a pawn. So if black wants to take it, there's takes. My plan is rook h5. Activating the rook the old-fashioned way. This time king f1 is not a mouse slip. Bishop e6 is coming.
Thanks for the quibble game, GG and GL
Oh,
in the
GG
April
Potato. I
tournament.
recognize that name. Good luck to you as well. I haven't streamed Quibble yet, but I've probably been playing more Quibble than chess these days. Happy 44 months to Potato Pea. Quibble is a Scrabble variant, relatively new. It's spelled QW-ibble. It's a free app. I'm really not getting much compensation, although can't win back the pawn. Okay, now I'm attacking 2 pawns. Some imbalances. And my rooks are a little bit disconnected. Okay, we have a pretty balanced game. Queen h2 is a sneaky threat. I'm going for this and this. I think I'm better here, although there is f6 rook f7. Okay, now I should be better here. Maybe. I have the more active rook. Maybe it's still close to equal. Eventually Black's going to have to commit. This could turn into some kind of pawn race. Another rook ending. Not sure if giving me the pawn was necessary there for Black. Oops. Yeah, this should still be good. Oh. I turned off auto queen yesterday. Forgot about that. Okay. I got the flag just quick enough. Let me turn back on auto queen. Auto queen. Okay. I like that we're getting a good variety of openings. Have a London. Every game has been a very different opening. So we're following a line I've played many times before. Oops, I'm supposed to play e5 first. But this is very similar. I have to take. There's an idea to play queen a5 takes and then bishop a3. Let's try it. The two bishops could do a lot of damage. c3 is potentially weak. I'm not drinking chocolate milk. I'm drinking an oat milk latte. It's been a long time since I've had chocolate milk. Okay, knight g6 is a move. Like I might lose my h-pawn, but then I get this structure, like d5, e4, d3. I could also take some argument. And I can win connect 4. The pawns on light squares combine very nicely with this bishop. Wow. Can I take? Oh no, I can't take. I allowed the knight to come in, which I think is okay. So take this first. Only fully open file. Ugh. Getting murky. Oh, that's a good move. There's still fight though. There's still fight. I still have my connect 4. This pawn on d3 is 2 squares away from entering womanhood or queenhood. And queen e2, queen c2 is an idea. The knight's actually a very good defender of the king. Like the queen has no way to actually check my king. Like the only safe checking squares are here, here, and here, which are impossible to get to. Now I'm threatening this to win the queen. Also threatening mate. I can't afford to trade queens. That's an interesting position. Let's go after the g2 pawn. Ah, he wants this idea. But then, okay, I can take the pawn. What's the idea? c4? No. Running the fork. The rook's coming in. It's still tricky. Gotta push. Crazy game. Okay, yeah, there was no way to stop mate there. Very crazy game. GG. Have I played the London yet? I wanted to play the London, but okay, we have this okay, the first repeat opening of this match. I'm gonna play the same line. So one game I lost was in a similar opening. I definitely have to improve because, yeah, this knight c5 idea. This time I'm preventing any annoying moves. Okay, now I can go for this attack. Yeah, this should be very strong, like even without my light squared bishop. I want a castle and then bring all of my major pieces to the H file. Bring the knight in. I can probably make a gun on the H file. Oh no, I'm getting forked. Okay, so it's a mate in 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3. Or 5. Oh, mate in 3 according to the engine. Okay. Okay, yeah, that was a nice game. Another London? Again, if you want to see it from my opponent's perspective, shout out to Stellar Chess. We are streaming our respective perspectives. I should really show him, like when we analyze, I should recommend this knight d2 move. This line is generally quite pleasant for black. But we had a super crazy game, the last one. Bishop e2. I think bishop c5? Huh. Actually don't know what to do here. Bishop g6. I'm not sure if I want to castle kingside or queenside. Now bishop c5. Okay, I can win f2. My center does crumble, but take on f2 and bishop d3. I'll be threatening queen h6 with mate. I think the main mistake was playing e4, which just gave me this diagonal. Oh, I can't mate immediately. Okay, let's take. Yeah, I think there's some lines where we go into an endgame where black's up material. A knight c4 I didn't see. Okay, if I take... I should just take. Now what to do? Queen. Queen b2 should be okay. I hit g2. Threatening mate in 1. I think g4 is the only try. Doesn't look pretty for white though. Now rook f4 is coming. Ooh. I still want to play rook f4 eventually. Wow. I have to watch my time. Yeah, rook f4. Maybe g5 first. If king h3 is mate in 2. Yeah. Okay, GG. Yeah, some of these games, I think the opening or early middle game, getting the upper hand. Knight c6. Okay, new opening. I'll play a Scotch. Playing the chess mood repertoire again. I'll play queen e2. Chess mood recommends knight c3, but very often it transposes. Now, eventually I want to play knight e5. And there's e5. There's a few plans here. I'm going to go for f3. Plan of g4, g5. a5 makes sense. Okay, new plan. Knight d5, focus in the center. If takes, get some initiative. Wow. Oh, that's really strong. Or is it? Okay, I have this move and this move. Wow. It's going to get messy. g5, I have bishop f2. 94, take, king b1. g5. I think I should play this. It's kind of weakening, but... And the file stays closed. kind of just allowed this. En passant isn't forced. Actually, now I have this. And the knight's almost trapped. There is a move c4. And if I take, there's takes. It might actually be good for black. a2 may have been possible. I'm in trouble here. But I have the idea of h4 maybe. Black is probably quicker with b5. Yeah, I have been enjoying the Scotch. It is knight b3 line. It's relatively new. Like even at higher levels. A lot of players aren't so well prepared, and it's easy to like learn and play. Okay, it's all about initiative here. The knight might come in. I'm threatening. I don't know if I have a clear threat. Yeah, my dark squares. But if I can get rid of the knight and play knight f6, maybe there's some chances. Queen b2 is a threat. Wow. I'm in trouble. I don't know what to do. Oh wait, I can take maybe? Took me so long to find that. I'm winning. I'm up 2 pieces now. I have 12 seconds left. It's still kind of annoying. Uh-oh, queen e5. Oh dear. Ah. GG. It's not quick enough. I don't have the skill of like fast pre-moving. I have to study the games of Andrew Tang. Or at least the mouse movements. Okay, we have a mainline Vienna. Queen g3. Knight wants to come here. Am I able to take? And then like knight b4. Always want to keep in mind these ideas. Oh, I said Andrew Tang, not Tate. Although I have studied the games of Emery Tate, who's the father of Andrew Tate. I actually played Emery Tate a bunch of times, like OTB, many years ago. I don't know what to do here. Queen d5. Okay. Got the king safe. This pawn has been hanging for a while. I played Tate OTB, I think 4 times total in like US chess rated events. And he beat me all 4 times. There were a few games where like I had chances, but he was so tricky. I learned a lot from playing him. Like he was my biggest, I wouldn't say rival, but I think he was my biggest kryptonite, like growing up as a chess player. I still probably have the score sheet somewhere. Should dig up the games. Remember, like he beat me in like a beautiful game. And then after he beat me, he told me, it takes 2 to make a masterpiece. And then I felt less bad about myself. I was like 10 or 11 years old at the time. Maybe 12. Also, did I just trap a queen? I think I did. Just kind of playing on autopilot there. Didn't even realize. All right, let's play e4. Oh, b6. This is what Arjun Erigaisi played against me yesterday. Let's see if my opponent can do better. So this is a gambit I wanted to play against Arjun, but he didn't go into it. So the only thing I know is the engine does prefer white a little bit. Probably still takes work to prove compensation. And d6 is a potentially nice square. I wonder if my opponent saw my game against Arjun. I was motivated to do better than the world number 5. He gives up a pawn. Rook e1. I think the strategy is to go for long-term compensation. Like eventually win back probably the d pawn. I still have better piece activity. Still down a pawn. Okay, I'm winning back the pawn with happier rooks. I could trade queens or I can avoid the trade. I think I'll offer the trade. Just activate the rook. There's queen e7. If rook c8, I think I'm going to play queen a4. I feel like I should have played queen a4 the first time. Now I can swing over. A lot of queen maneuvering. It feels like I don't have an advantage. Knight g5. a4. I think black is neutralized. At least I can maybe make some small positional gains. Oh, now the pawn is weak. I've really misplayed this. Oh, rook e2 is coming. Rook e2 knight e1. Barely holding on. Oh dear. This move? No. There's rook takes c2. Probably kind of works. b4. Check and then king here. See if I can get a swindle. You never know. Oops. Getting mated. Let him check maybe. GG. Wow, he played the same opening Arjun Ergaisi played. Arjun couldn't win with it, but Stellar Chess can. Okay, so now we have a Blackmar-Diemer. Yeah, this is my home-cooked prep against the Blackmar-Diemer. Although I don't recall studying this move so deeply. It was very positional. No more queens on the board. It's an IKP position. Isolated king's pawn. G5, knight h5. Oh, there's a question about knight takes rook when... yeah, in that moment, if I took the rook, I would have gotten forked. He would take back, and I would very temporarily be up material, but then he wins back my rook in the corner. I forget the exact position, but there is some fork like this. I'm feeling good here. Pieces have nice harmony. The only disharmonious thing... Okay, well now... That's slightly annoying. I'm okay with double pawns. Oh, I should have taken. Can I still take? It might still work. I think I can take here. Even though like I'm not recapturing immediately, because after it takes, I take with check. And I win a pawn. this case, h pawn falls. I was going to say that this is disharmonious. There's ideas of this. In this case, I can win another pawn. I just realizing Axer Typo answered that question in chat. Okay. Restricting the knight. The rook is trapped. Oh, there's knight f3 though. If knight f3, I'll play bishop a7. Or bishop f2. Both rooks are attacked. Now counterattacking the knight. There's knight c5, but I hold on to the bishop. Like almost a mating net. Running mate in 1. I like the rook here with the knights here. Knights are very far away from attacking d5. Getting the mating net. Oh no, my rook. Someone call an ambulance. Okay. How do I actually mate? Here we go. There's knight c3. Okay, GG. We've played 11 games. I think that was decently solid. Had some fun games. You're fast. I learned my lesson in a few.
This game.
Avoid getting into time trouble.
This game. Hey, you met Quick Chess. How's it going?
Oh,
Hey, do you hear me, Eric?
Sorry, I was muted on the Zoom call. I thought I was talking to you, but I wasn't.
Oh, you were?
Okay, sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Yeah, good games. I like a lot of the games. I think the first 2 or 3 was kind of interesting. There was a time trouble, of course, back and forth.
Yeah, you were. I think you're just faster than me with the pre-moves. So
yeah, usually I depend on my speed, but you have the skill, of course.
but speed is a skill in itself.
Yeah, I agree. But you know, I think the last game was pretty insane. I couldn't hold it, of course. It's like winning all across. The checkmate, I feel like was pretty nice tactic. The checkmate that he keeps threatening the checkmate.
Oh yeah, you were kind of squirming out of it though. Like I can't actually force a mate. I probably had some better way to win somewhere, but eventually got the job done.
Yeah. But yeah, I was down a couple pawns, and there was a little bit of like like misplay, but nevertheless, as black is winning. There's also games too where we're competitive. I think there's one. The one that I won was this time that I had the queen on e5, and you had an option where you had to take on f2. The bishop was hanging. Where's the knight on e3? I'm
Oh
not sure if I'm
yeah.
actually winning. I think you're probably winning at this point. I was looking at knight f6 check. I don't know if it worked.
It's funny, like I didn't even realize your bishop was hanging after you played queen e5.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like I just brought that game up. Knight f6 is the
Yeah.
only winning move. And I completely missed if king f8 I have knight d7 forking your king and
Yeah,
queen.
forking the queen, yeah. And I don't think yeah, that's
And
so it's
then
completely winning. Yeah.
yeah, otherwise like I get in queen h7 and yeah, I just missed that.
Yeah, I mean, even knight is it knight takes f2 is not winning? You could still escape from this checks,
So
right?
apparently
I'm going through my
not, but it requires you to play some like super accurate moves. Knight takes f2, you have the best move rook a3. And I
Okay.
can't take your knight because of queen b2.
Oh wow. Mm.
And then I lose
So
my
knight
rook.
f6 is the only good move then, yeah.
It's weird because like knight f6 obviously is the most forcing move, and that's the first move I considered. And then I just rejected it because I didn't see knight d7.
Mm.
And then I just start looking at defensive moves without like realizing the opportunity. So
It's yeah, plus the time trouble, yeah.
yeah.
But this one is fun game, yeah. There was another games. There was actually one that I actually loved the end of game one. Was it game one or game two? The end of game that you had Rook G2 that you won at the very end. Your king got so active. Was it a draw or I was not even sure about this.
Oh,
The Rook.
that one. That was so I felt bad about that one because I mouse slipped. I
Oh,
intended to repeat moves.
hmm.
And then you
I mean, after
didn't
Rook
punish me for it.
After Rook G6, was it a draw or win? I was not even sure. Like when I got to Rook
Oh yeah, I think
G6,
it's just a draw.
draw.
I'm getting to this moment. I don't know if you have the games on your stream, but
Oh, okay. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. I'm just going through my.
yeah. If you want to, I don't know if there's an easy way for me to like invite you to the board that I'm observing, but
I could do it from my end if it's easier. Hold on. It's
yeah,
actually
or if you like remember the games too. But yeah, after Rook G6, I think it's just a draw. Stockfish agrees.
was it game one or two?
It was game 3. It was a game
Game
after
3.
you beat me.
Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong people here.
Oh, actually, let me see if I can.
Yeah, there's another game too the one that you checkmate me on H6. That was a crazy one, actually. I think I felt like I could hold it at some point at the very end, but I was very the one that you had Queen H6 and I lost an exchange for some insane reasons.
I'm trying to
Uh,
remember that one. Was I was white?
you were black. The one that you were stranding Queen H6 throughout the game. Like I lost an exchange, and
Oh, yeah.
somehow I had my king on G3, and I don't think it's holdable.
This London line. Yeah, the I think
I
the
actually
big
played this
mistake.
London with Mark Esserman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I ended up playing like Bishop D1, Bishop C2. I mean I drew the game, but it was like a really major fight. But it was a really bad London, the one I just played like Bishop D1 and then Bishop C2. And then we traded on C2 and it becomes like a really boring game.
Yeah, yeah. I usually
Boring,
enjoy
boring
this
game,
line
but
as
yeah.
black with like the quick queen b6 and c4 is what gets a bit passive.
Mm.
The mistake you made in this game, I think, was playing e4, which gave me
Oh,
the battery on the diagonal.
right. Hold on, I'm just trying to follow.
Yeah, it was move 15.
Yeah, and I actually forgot. Speaking about the last game, the Vienna one, I forgot the line during the game.
Uh,
I actually slipped when I played knight e2, and you took on c3, and I forgot the line actually. I'm not sure what he's supposed to be doing. It was a while ago that I played it.
It's funny. I used to like prepare this line a lot because Levy played it, and
Yeah,
we went into like deep theory. But this was years ago, and I haven't looked at this line seriously in a few years. But as far as I remember from the white side,
it's not queen g3. Oh, actually, queen g3.
yeah, queen g3 to prepare like knight f3, I think is the main idea.
I see. Knight c6. Yeah, I completely misplayed it. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the games where I completely misplayed the opening. But the queen h4 one, I just want to take a look at it because it's actually, I'm on it right now. The one, yeah, this is completely losing. The one was rook f2. I mean, this is completely, and I played knight takes c4. Yeah, this is completely losing. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's a way I could hold this. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the
Still,
games were, I think maybe caught like at least some of the games I won were caused by issues in the opening, like maybe not quite knowing the opening in so much depth. And this is where I like to punish people too. So
yeah, I mean, I was preparing to try different stuff. Like I played knight f3 in the first one.
ready, yeah. Which actually you walked into like this idea that I've cooked up with like bishop f3 and then h5 g5. I was happy to see that. It's a pretty rare idea.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean I was I was not sure what to do because obviously I felt like maybe I could play e4 d4 knight f3.
I think when I
ahead.
took on f3 with the bishop, you should take back with the knight. And
Are we talking
then
about the first game, right?
the first game, yeah. And then that way you're just preparing knight e5, and my g5 plan is a little bit slower.
Let me take a look at it. Take on which move again? I'm just trying to follow.
Move 9.
Move 9, and yeah.
But also, if you want to be extra safe,
the knight,
you probably shouldn't play h3 because it gives me this eventual g5 g4 plan. Like just c4 and then you just let me be.
Yeah, I actually trying to figure out why I played bishop takes because it doesn't make sense. I'm allowing g5. Yeah, knight takes f3. Yeah, because bishop takes is just allowing g5. Yeah, I'm still not clear after what happened, like why I played bishop takes. Yeah, knight takes f3. But even then, it's still better for black.
Yeah, I'd go for knight e4 and
knight e4. Yeah,
g5 is still an idea.
Usually in this line, you play c4, right? Bishop d6, c4. I mean, you can still play d4, but c4 is typical of the line, I think. After bishop d6, c4. You can still play d4, but I think c4 is like one of the lines.
Yeah, there's a lot of transpositions, but it usually doesn't hurt to throw in c4 early and just keep pawn tension because I never want to take it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, d4 and yeah, yeah, you like to play this kind of positions. I know like h5 in this line. I think I saw you play this against Nakamura not long ago. Or the past. Because Nakamura plays this. Yeah, Nakamura plays this all the time, right? So you possibly I think I looked at this before, like but obviously not the same line. He played c4 and
right.
But I remember seeing h5 in this. Like I've seen that before, but maybe it's like a long time ago, like years ago.
Okay, yeah, this specific idea with bishop f3, h5, g5, it's something I learned not too long ago. But I've had dozens of games against Caro, so it's possible that I've used something similar a few times.
Is it completely hopeless here after g5? I mean, the computer feels like g3, but this is really miserable.
Yeah, I think like practically
G4,
it's pretty difficult for whites.
Yeah, g4, right?
G4 still coming. Yeah, I mean usually you don't have to worry about this, but in this specific case, because I haven't committed to castling. It's quite strong for black.
I agree. Yeah, that's massive. Yeah, that's knight takes. Knight takes. The problem is completely. And what do you do after knight takes here? Do you play knight e4?
I would play knight e4, yeah, and just still go for g5 and have some fun.
Wow. Mm.
So it's good
Yeah.
weapon to keep in mind. Like if you're playing the black side against this like knight f3 b3, a lot of players will play this setup, and then sometimes you can get this this kingside attack.
Good for blitz and bullet, obviously.
Exactly.
So that's the game. That's the first game. The second game, let me see. That was kind of the second game.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
second game you beat me. It's funny, the first two games you're playing Hikaru's repertoire. This knight f3 b3 and then this g6 c6.
Yeah, this one I shouldn't win. This one I don't think. There was a way.
I didn't realize how fast you are. The time scramble.
Yeah, usually when I'm off stream, I could become really fast. Usually my computer is not that great. I mean, I'm trying to change my setup. I mean, I started streaming not long ago, like maybe a year ago. My setup is pretty like basic, but I don't even have integrated. I mean, I only have integrated card, for example. I don't have a card, so that slowed me down a little bit. But I just, my life is based on speed. Like, the way I learn chess is like based on speed. I used to play a lot of, 1-minute chess. I still do. I have almost 100,000 games at chess.com.
Wow. That's impressive.
But before then, I used to play in different sites, just like you are. I mean, I think you played in different sites too. I mean, I remember seeing you in the past, of course, in the old days. Maybe like 1 million games, may have 1 million games.
I mean,
because yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I grew up on ICC, so I played a ton on the Internet Chess Club like way back when, and then nowadays I play on chess.com and Chess for the most part.
Yeah,
definitely accumulate a lot of games that way.
Yeah, I used to go back all the way back before even ICC. I used to be, you remember the USCF QR that used to have it in one of the sites, the quick USCF thing. And it's a site that used to have this quick USCF. And then ICC shortly after they bought the site, I think. So I go back all the way playing. I mean, I remember Caden when he used to be an IM, Nakamura when he used to be 2400 back then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used to be around. I mean, I live in Massachusetts, so all these people used to come here, including Hans and Nakamura.
That's cool. Yeah, it's cool to like be witnessing the early days of chess and then see how these players evolve. I played Hans. First time I ever played him, it was in the World Open like Blitz side event, and he was maybe 9 years old, like 16, 1700.
Yeah,
and he gave me some tough games.
You could tell the talent.
Yeah,
the talent was there. Yeah,
sure.
I mean, yeah, I actually remember Nakamura back then. Like I met his stepdad. He's pretty good, actually. His stepdad he's still an FM. He still plays. Nakamura used to be 2400. I don't know if you remember Nakamura being the 2400. That's how maybe the 20 years.
Yeah, I was a small child when that was the case, and I wasn't really following top level chess. I do remember like when Hikaru won the US championship, I think at age 15. And that's kind of the first time I heard of him.
Yeah, and yeah, it was when I saw him, and he was very talented. He's like almost like Magnus kind of material. And then I saw a lot of good players. I mean, I remember Benjamin Fingold,
Sure.
used to play, and all these players. I mean, my story is basically I don't have anybody that taught me chess. I all depended on myself. I'm a self master. I mean, no coach, nothing, and taught myself. My parents used to play, but you take their queen out, and they beat me till I got aggravated enough, and then I started beating them later. But no coach or anything, and then my story, my mom a little bit. Obviously, she got sick, and I used to play tournaments, and then I stopped because you get multiple myeloma, and it's a very hard cancer because obviously there's no she's on chemo for life, pretty
Sure.
much.
Mhm.
And so I used to play a lot of OTB tournaments, but then I stopped, and then I played online. Started. My mom is the reason she told me to stream, and I stream, and it's fun. I mean, what do you think streaming? I mean, you're probably the best guy to ask. I mean, you've been doing it for a long time. I mean, do you find it really? I mean, it has to be fun and all, but you probably get this question asked. What do you think? Like streaming is fun?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah, it's been a great way for me to stay connected and stay passionate about chess. And it's also taught me a lot of like different types of skills that I would not have learned otherwise. Because when I got into streaming, this was back like around when I graduated university, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, like if I wanted a full-time job or
Yeah.
like I was coaching chess at the time. So it was a
Mhm.
way for me to like share my knowledge of chess with a larger audience apart from just one-on-one lessons. And it really just started as a passion project. But I learned a ton about like the uh, all the back end technical setup with OBS and the camera and the
Mhm.
framing and design, and then the marketing strategy and like how to use the different platforms to
Right.
like make cool content. But it's always been just a passion, and I've always enjoyed it. And I've always been like very introverted, so it's been a way for me to like kind of go outside my comfort zone a little bit too, and become more comfortable talking in front of the camera. And that was definitely a challenge at first, but improved
Do
over the
you?
years.
Yeah, I share the same stuff. Obviously, you're much more experienced. Do you still play? Do you play still tournaments? Active player? Like, Are you going for your GM possible title?
Yeah, I get that question a ton. If I'm gonna get the GM title,
Yeah.
I play occasionally. I played um 3 classical tournaments last year.
Oh. Oh yeah, I
Between
remember seeing. Was it in Spain? I just think. Was it you or Levy? I think I was maybe thinking about
it was
Levy.
both of us. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he was
Okay.
the headliner. He was the organizer. But I played in one of the round robin groups.
Hmm.
And I also played some serious tournaments, one in Biel and one in Norway. But I'm not really striving for the title or norms. I'm still very far away
Hmm.
because, yeah, my FIDE rating is like 2370 something.
Hmm.
I don't have any norms.
Hmm.
But
It is difficult. I know, difficult. I
yeah,
mean, Levy's trying himself, and it's very difficult because the requirements is. I know
and
Conti's trying, and everybody else is
and
trying.
there's a ton of underrated kids, and there's a lot of players. Like when I play these events in Europe, there's a lot of
Yeah. Oh
players
yeah.
from India who are very underrated, who work very, very hard. Um,
Oh yeah. They have a very strong generation of players. I mean,
so
yeah, they're very strong. Not just India, all across. I mean,
yeah,
India, China, even and. Even here, I mean, I used to play kids. I mean, I stopped playing OTB tournaments 2019, and before I stopped, there was one kid that I mean, he felt like he's just a typical 2200. Now he's like almost 26.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the kids back then is different from kids nowadays. The access of computers and all that, they actually have more. Like in the past, I get this question asked in my stream, what do you think about kids playing? And
Mhm.
is it the same or not? But obviously, nowadays, kids are serious about the game. I mean, I remember Hans actually back, I mean, back in the day, I mean, he was sitting next to me when he was 2400. I was still like 2100. But yeah, he used to have. I mean, he used to play blindfold back then too, so he has the skill back then, and he was one of the kids. Like he's one of the kids. I remember Josh Friedel. I'm not sure if you know him.
Oh, of course, yeah,
Josh
I'm good friends with
Friedel,
him.
like he
Yeah,
used to be like an IM, and also I played on him tons of times, and
nice.
eventually become a grandmaster, and I'm still at master level. But yeah, I mean. I'm being asked a lot too. Would I get a title? I mean, I'm not sure because age is kicking in for me. Like, what do you think? Age matters in chess, or like?
Yeah, I mean, these days, I mean, just in general, like when you're younger, it's so much easier
Easier.
to learn new skills. Like your brain is more capable of adapting, and but that's not to say that you can improve at a later age. And it's a very common question I get from viewers if they're just starting out, they're maybe in their mid 40s or 50s. Um, it's always hard to say like
What
what
is
the
your goal?
ceiling is. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
if you're just starting out and you're 40, you're not going to get the GM title,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you can still get in like the 90 plus percentile. Um, but a big part of chess is putting in the time and effort and having a
Effort.
growth mindset to like learn from every game and kind of self-discipline. So but yeah, when you're a kid, like it's kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
learning a new language where
Yeah.
yeah,
It's easier.
much easier.
The older you get, yeah, the difficult it gets. I mean, you can still improve, just like you mentioned, but being a GM is very difficult task. I mean, you can still try, but there's nothing impossible. I mean, I was like, nobody told me like back then when I had no coach, nothing. They told me I would never become a master. Like I only depend on tactics, and then speed, as you could tell, a little bit of speed. I'm actually a little bit slower when I'm on stream, just like I mentioned. Technically, I'm faster, but
Naturally.
yeah, there's actually a lag. I don't know if you feel it. You're a big fan of lead chess. Do you feel like there's a lag going on at chess.com? Like
There's
lag comp
still a small noticeable difference between chess.com and Lichess, but not as big as it used to be.
correct, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a different feel too because Lichess, you can't make multiple pre-moves, but you also
Correct.
don't lose
Only one,
time
yeah.
for pre-moving. So it's still just a different feel. And these days I haven't really been playing much bullet chess.
Yeah.
I've been playing like 3-0 or longer, so it's still not like so much of a factor, but yeah, once in a
I
while.
think you prefer the increment too, right? The increment really works nicely for you. The 3-1 Title Tuesday, which I saw yesterday, speaking of which, I saw, was it Argaisi that you,
I did beat him, yes, and
yeah,
then
that was a very Queen F8 checkmate. Yeah, I remember seeing
yes,
this live.
yes. He
Was
tried to
he
sack his queen by
on
taking my
D1?
rook,
Right.
and then
He could have done
I
it.
declined it.
He could have he done it like before you had
Yes.
your book? Yeah, I think he had like queen takes right away, and then there was possible checkmate. But a win is a win, obviously. Argaisi is that's your biggest win, right? Or Nakamura, perhaps. Nakamura is
In
comes
Title
first.
Tuesday, yeah, Arjun is now my biggest win. But overall, like I beat Magnus a couple times on Lichess. I beat Hikaru a few times out
Yeah,
of
that's
maybe 80
impressive.
games, so I'll
I
take
don't
them.
get to play them often,
Yeah.
unfortunately, because I'm still not high enough. Also, my mom requesting that I should increase my rating, so we'll see about that one. I don't know about the online ratings. It's online is just online, you
They
know.
fluctuate. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for I guess suggesting that we play unrated so you
Yeah,
didn't farm too badly.
yeah, I didn't want to like it's because of distraction, the lag possible.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, but usually I see old people play arena unrated, and I
Uh-huh.
mean, it's up to the both players, but I don't really mind. But you're actually higher rated player, so I mean, it's you know it's up to the player, but it's okay. I usually do play. I mean, there's one time I used to be 2800 in bullet chess. I played one of the people's arenas, like one of the streamers. You know that most streamers have it unrated, most of the arenas.
Hmm.
I went in thinking that I'm playing unrated, and I lost like almost 100 points in like 3 games
Ooh.
because I didn't pay attention. I
Ouch.
didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
like this. I went from 28 to like almost 2650, like more than 100 points. But yeah, I mean, I just play for fun most of the time and streaming, and I'm trying to coach. I mean, I don't know if you still coach. I'm looked over your profile many times. I don't think you coach anymore, right?
Pretty rarely, yeah. Just because I put most of my
Streaming.
time and energy into the broader online content, which is more scalable. I do have like an event coming up. I'll be going to Greece
Oh,
to be a kind of a coach special guest at the World Amateur Championship. It's an event that it's like on a Greek island, and it attracts about 200 players, and I'll be doing game review and lectures there, so should be
When is
fine.
it? Is it sometime next? I mean, when is it the tournament?
It's in May. It's May 5th through 16th, I believe, or 6th through 15th. So
yeah, that's good to travel. I mean, I noticed this is something that you like to do, traveling all across, which is pretty good. I mean, even in Europe, I guess the problem we have here, I guess, is not enough FIDE tournaments, and like in my area, I do have to travel, and it's very difficult to travel with what's happening with my current situation. It's very difficult. My state is actually only have like one FIDE tournament per year or something, and it's not even.
gotcha.
You do have to
Yeah,
go.
there's a smaller selection in the U.S. I'm fortunate to be based in St. Louis, where at
Oh
least
yeah.
there's a like the big events where okay, I don't necessarily play in them, but I at least get to see them in person, see the top players kind of circle throughout the year. So it's nice to be surrounded by the chess culture here.
Yeah, that's always a good thing, obviously. I mean, maybe I went to Philadelphia World Open a couple times, but
Sure.
this is what I used to be like like 14, 1600. But yeah, that's the longest I traveled.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
longest I traveled, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I travel all across, I mean, Germany and so much, but for chess purposes, different states, but I try the best I can, and I mean, my mom now is pushing me to play tournaments, which getting with other streamers.
Nice.
But streaming is obviously just to go one topic of going back with the streaming. I mean, for me, it's passionate as well because I started a year ago. I mean, I know I'm doing it for fun because and it's very like you have to do it for fun. You cannot just
Definitely.
say the job, and I mean, I'm trying to make it as a job, but it's very difficult.
Hmm.
Um, but it's fun. It's fun to do it, and it's fun to get with other streamers. I mean, I remember you being all the way back, even before I started streaming. I always tune into your show and to your streaming, and I know you were big on YouTube as well. Like you were talking about yesterday, that how you're not active on YouTube. I think you're still active on YouTube, right?
Oh
You
yeah,
still,
I just like went through maybe a week without posting a video, but I still try
yeah,
to be active.
yeah.
It's just yeah, like I still
We,
do a lot of the back end of like editing and thumbnails, and it takes time and energy to put out content. So it's
I just want to ask you
yeah,
one question because
sure.
it's very important question for me, but you don't have music. I wonder why. Like, I mean, I don't even have music on my stream. I mean, I usually concern about copyright. It could be a distraction for some people, but I noticed you one of the streamers. You don't have really music. Is it something that you don't want to do, or you?
Yeah, part of it like early on was like copyright issues and also like just an extra layer of complication with audio and OBS and everything. But then at some point it kind of became a branding element too, where people watch my streams to kind of relax and
Right,
everyone has their own taste in music
right.
and
You don't
I
want to
try and
upset
be
people.
sensitive to that. And then like I usually when people ask why I'm not playing music, I tell them, okay, open a new tab and play what you want, and then hopefully
Yeah,
everything or everyone can be
right.
happy.
Correct. I mean, yeah, I mean, I happen to agree as well. There's also copyright, which he still could get around it, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't know, for me, if it's needed.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
not great enforcement on Twitch. Like a lot of even like much larger streamers, like they play copyrighted music and they
I
get away with
know
it. YouTube, on the other hand, has
you
like
have
their
the music.
automated systems, and then
Mm.
yeah, then they'll flag videos. So
They have their own music, I know. Like, you could use their own music, copy, free music that you could use. I could use like a free music on Twitch. I mean, I don't know if
yeah,
you.
yeah, there's a lot of services and playlists out there that are like designated for copyright free songs for streamers. I use a service for mainly for YouTube if I want to like edit in some like nice
Mm-hmm.
music or sound effects. And then I connect my channel so like it's confirmed and they don't flag me for using the songs that I download.
Oh, that's pretty
So
nice.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. I don't want to take too much of your time. It's an opportunity to be with
Oh
you.
yeah,
I
no
mean, maybe
worries.
we should repeat it again if you're up to it later. I mean, it doesn't have to be right away, but
Yeah, happy
maybe
to
we.
be in touch.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
been a
mean, it's
pleasure.
fun, and my mom is really happy. I mean, she's obviously, when she wrote this message, she was really, I mean, she looked over your stream first. I mean, she
Okay.
was aware
Have to
of your
audit.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she told me, "Can you get with him?" She's also asked me to go with Nakamura, which is, you know, how difficult this one is, you know, and
Yeah,
but I
especially these
try.
days
I
with
mean,
all his like travels and esports stuff coming up.
yeah. I mean, even then, I mean, it's very difficult. I mean, I'm not there yet, where I'm not even close, but you
But if you
know.
want to play Hikaru, the best thing to do is like join one of his arena tournaments. Like I'm pretty sure he streams these like arenas where, especially if you're a title player, then you'll maybe get paired against him when he does
Yeah,
do
I
his
played them
content.
9 times, and no. She's actually requesting to be with him in a stream, like,
Gotcha.
which is extremely difficult. I mean, you know, understandably. I mean, it's nice for you to respond. I mean, I was still at shock when he did. I mean, I told my mom, guess what? We won the lottery. And I was like, she was like, what? What happened? I was like, you know, Eric Rosen responded, and you know, he's willing to go in and you know collab, and I mean, this is really good opportunity, and it's nice of you to do because you don't have to do it. I mean, technically, you don't really. It's not required for you to do, but it's nice of you. Like, it's really nice touch.
But yeah, it's enjoyable for me too, and I think it offers nice variety for the viewers, nice value for the viewers to like watch both streams, hear both kind of perspectives of strong players, and yeah, hopefully it's entertaining. So
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it was for you. I mean, maybe we could repeat it again, but maybe we could do different time control, different ideas. I mean, it doesn't have to be like 3-0. We could do different. I could be challenging. Maybe next time I'll try. But yeah, I know you're not a fan of 1-0. I mean, I'm actually a fan of Rapid. Also, I do my stream Rapid, and I know you do this sometimes. Like you do
oh
a
yeah,
lot
of
of.
course, yeah. Actually, like a big chunk of the audience likes the slower, instructive chess. It's probably way more popular than bullet chess, which a lot of people have a hard time
Because
following.
you could follow the plans
Right.
and the explaining. I mean, I saw one of your streams that does only classical, which is classical and lead chess. I think it's like 10 minutes, 15, right? 15
Yeah,
minutes.
it's like 15 plus something or 20 plus 10 maybe. It's been a while since I did one of those though.
Yeah. I mean, maybe down the road we could try something like that. But
Sure.
thank you for the opportunity, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
sure thing. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Nice chatting,
it's a
nice
pleasure.
games. We'll be in
Yeah, I
touch.
will be in touch. All right, I will let you go.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good rest of your stream. Take
Yeah,
care.
you too. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, that was nice. Hope people enjoyed the games in the chat.